Okay, let's move right on. We've got lots lined up on the show, and Sorab Agarwal is the ED at Action Construction Equipments. Now joins in to talk about the order book pipeline and what the guidance is for the year ahead as well. Thank you for taking time out. What about, let's begin by talking about what your overall utilizations look like for cranes and equipments. With the elections on the anvil, is there any dip being seen? What kind of guidance can you share with us?
Yeah, good morning. See, our current utilizations on a monthly basis, if you talk of, in cranes, we are at about 80-85% already on the expanded capacity. But this is on a monthly basis. And for construction equipment and metal handling, we are at about 60%. And for agri, we are about 45%. The momentum with respect to utilization has only been going up. And this is what we've seen in the current quarter also. And hopefully this momentum will maintain into the next quarter. There might be a small dip with respect to elections and all the fervor that is created around it. But the way things are and the way the fresh order booking is going on, I think the momentum should sustain.
You know, the other thing I also wanted to talk about is last year, the management had indicated that demand for organized players has increased. Currently, you have about 63% market share in the mobile as well as the tower cranes market. Any market share gains that you are expecting even further in FY25? And would you then sort of aim to get closer to the 70% mark?
Yes, that's precisely our aim. And with our expanded capacities in place, I'm sure we'll be able to cater to the market. Delivery had been a constraint for us till Q3 in the current year. So hopefully we should be able to increase our market share by at least 2, 3, 4%, if not reaching 70% in the year going ahead.
And your margins for 9 months FY24, they've crossed 15%. They're averaging higher than the last 3 years. The question is, will these margins continue to sustain at these levels?
Yes, hopefully, because the operating leverage is also playing in. Our product mix, along with our model mix, is playing in, and the commodity has normalized in the last year. Hopefully, it will stay that way. And in case if there is upward pressure, then we do have the ability to pass on these price increases to customers. So I'm hopeful that on an increased pace with increased revenue, the margin should sustain. As a matter of fact, there is a possibility to further expand them. So we believe that with the addition of about 500-600 crores of revenue every year, with addition of every 500-600 crores of revenue, we can increase our margins by about a percentage.
Okay, good to know. What about your client order wins? What have you recorded in Q4? Are there any particular segments which are seeing improved or better demand?
See, our business is primarily revolving around infrastructure and manufacturing. And there is a tailwind in this sector. I mean, everything seems to be going good. And it's an ongoing process. So if you talk of some big names which have placed orders recently, I would say Tata Projects, KC, L&T, NCC, Kalpataru, and plus. And obviously, apart from this, also from the manufacturing side. So, but yes, a couple of good orders come to my mind in the defense sector. We got an order for about 68-ton forklift trucks, the bigger ones for Indian Air Force. Another 66 came in from the Army. As a matter of fact, in Q1 of next year, we are expecting our largest forklift order from Army, about 330 units, followed by a 99 units order. And so things with respect to the order book are going in the right direction.
What about your revenue and margin guidance for FY24? 25, I beg your pardon.
See, we've been able to do pretty good in the last 3 years, and hopefully we should be able to sustain the momentum. Yes, Q1 is an election quarter, but to be on the conservative side, I would say that doing a 20-25% growth should be easily possible in the next year, and maybe with a little more expanded margins.
Okay, fair enough. And finally, what kind of opportunities are you seeing when it comes to your defense, when it comes to exports? What are the opportunities on the horizon?
See, defense is contributing about 2 to 3% to our revenue currently. And we are looking at some really good opportunities. And hopefully in Q1 of next year, we should be able to close our single biggest defense order. It's for a special machine. it could be close to 600-700 crores, which we have specially evolved for the Indian defense. And I think in medium term, we should be targeting 5 to 6% revenue on an increased base from defense. Exports have been contributing about 8% to our revenue currently. And our medium term plan is to take it to 10 to 15%. And we are on track to achieve that.
Great to then have you on the show today, Sorab. Thanks so much for speaking with us.
Yeah, thank you.